إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, I ask the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help me to deliver the right message of Tawheed, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for you to understand, implement and act on Tawheed by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillah, we have done 3 lectures so far. We learned about what is Iman. We learned about what is the Tawheed of Sifat, the Tawheed, the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in His attributes. Then we learned about the love, hope and fear as a worship, which is an inner act of worship. So we are all learning this. Why? The first thing is that we are increasing our knowledge of the Iman. Remember that in the first lecture of Iman, if you remember that I talked about al-Iman wal-Qawl wal-Amal. The Iman is the Qawl and the Amal. It is your speech and your action. Al-Qawl wal-Lisan wal-Qalbi. That the Qawl with your tongue and with your heart. Wal-Amal bil-Lisan wal-Qalbi wal-Jawarih. And the Amal is with your tongue, heart and the action. And when we talked about the second lecture was Tawheed al-Sifat. The Tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in His attributes. Where does this fall in the part of the Iman? Can anyone tell me? From this definition of Iman, that Iman is your core and the action, the speech of the heart and the tongue, and the action of the heart and the tongue and your limbs, your body. Where does this category, this knowledge that we learned, Tawheed al-Sifat, where does it fall? Does anyone know?
Among the 3 categories.
Which 3 categories? No, I'm saying in Iman. Where does it fall? In Iman. It falls in the speech of the heart. Why? Because remember last time we said the speech of the heart is your belief. It is the knowledge. It is related with knowledge. What you believe is what is in the heart. That is the speech of your heart. And what you believe should come from the tongue, which is the speech of the tongue. So Tawheed of Sifat is a speech of the heart, and it is in Iman. So when you are learning more about attributes of Allah, you are increasing your Iman. Why? Because the more you learn about Allah, the more it increases your faith. Remember, يَزِيدُ بِالطَّاعَةِ وَيَنْقَصِي بِالْمَعْصِيَةِ. That Iman increases with obedience and it decreases with disobedience. And the second lecture, the third lecture, which was love, hope and fear. Where does that fall? Does anyone know? In Iman. What heart?
Iman of the heart. And the Iman that comes from the heart.
But there are 2 types. Al-Qawl wal-Amal. The speech and the action.
Action.
Yes, it is the action. Because why? Because we said love, hope and fear is an act of worship. And these are dedicated to Allah alone. I'm not talking about the love, hope and fear as a natural. I'm only talking about the worship. We will talk, the natural is something different. And I do not want to go into that. But in Iman, love, hope and fear falls into the al-amalu bil-qalb, the amal of the heart. Because these are your feelings and emotions. The action of the heart are your feelings and your emotions. And they are something, you do it. You have them, and that constitutes as an act of worship, and you dedicate them to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we can see that everything that we are doing, we are increasing the Iman. And we are learning about Iman. The main foundation is Iman. The main foundation. So from here we can learn that our main base to learn any knowledge is the Iman. If you have Iman, you will learn and you will understand. If you don't have Iman, then you will not learn. If you have little Iman, you will learn little. The more you have Iman, the more you will increase in your knowledge about Islam, about Tawheed, about Manhaj, about anything. So, what is the meaning of the word Tawheed? And before that, remember last time when we drew the diagram of Iman, this was Iman, On the left side was the speech. On the right side was the action. Can anyone remind me what were the two things in the speech? Does anyone remember? Can anyone remind me? The two things of the speech. I just repeated them 3 times right now. Also.
One you say verbally.
The speech of the tongue and the speech of the heart. Speech of the heart comes first. It doesn't matter in which where you put that. What was the speech of the heart? Yes. What was the speech of the heart? I just told you.
The action.
Your beliefs. The speech of the heart are your beliefs with certainty and sincerity. Because we saw in Surah Al-Munafiqeen that the Munafiqeen used to come and used to say, we bear witness that you are the Rasul of Allah. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I also bear witness, but I also bear witness they are the liars. Because they are not saying from the heart. In their heart is something else, but in their tongue is something else. What was the speech of the tongue? Saying what?
You believe.
Saying your belief what is in the heart. Remember, this is the key term. That the speech of the tongue is your saying, your call what is in the heart. And this is where you will not us, because we cannot know what is in the heart. This is where a person can differentiate. A person can weigh himself. Am I really saying what is in my heart, or am I just saying it? So the speech of the tongue is affirming what is in the heart. What is in the heart? Okay. What were the 3 things under action? Al-amalu. No, there were 3 things. I just said there are 3 things. Exactly. Al-amalu wal-qalb wal-lisan wal-jawarih. Limbs. What is the action of the heart? I'm just doing this to do some revision because we did it long ago. That's why, in order to revise. That is the speech of the heart. That is not the action of the heart. I just said that the action of the heart are the feelings and your emotions. The action of the heart are your feelings and emotions. Like, can anyone give me any example of feelings or emotions? Love, hope, hate, fear, what else? Reliance, tawakkul, sincerity. Okay, what is the action of the tongue? What is the action of the tongue? No, that is the speech of the tongue. I'm saying the action of the tongue. The action of the tongue is saying the kalima, praising Allah, doing the tasbih of Allah, stopping the people from the wrong, and joining the right. What is the word that last time I quoted? Does anyone remember the word? Does anyone remember the word that I quoted last time as a proof? تَعْمَرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَتَنْحَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ. That you stop the people from the bad and you enjoin them the good thing. This is the action of your tongue. You are doing an action. So, under tongue you can say forbidding the evil and enjoining the good, praising Allah, reciting the Quran, and all these things. What are the action of the limbs, which is very easy? Okay, very good. Alhamdulillah. Prayer, fasting, Hajj, everything. Last time I told one thing. What is this? What constitutes this? The first part. Meaning what constitutes the speech part? And what constitutes the action part? Exactly. This is knowledge. There is no action in this. In order to have the speech of the heart and the tongue, you must know